Lycans and gentlemen, children of the night, nocturnals, night terrors, and all things that go bump in the night. Welcome to your monthly treatment of shock therapy. The doctor will see you now. Show me your woes, my fellow sleepwalkers, and I'll cure all that ails you. Consider us your night watchmen for this evening's festivities here at the Mind's Eye Theater. We invite you to violate curfew with us for this graveyard shift. I am your intrepid host, Inkarnate, for this sold-out show. Joining me tonight, freshly disentombed, the dearly departed Traumadom. Traumadom, talk to the fine folks.
Oh, dude, I am elated to be here, man.
Are you? Now, why could that possibly be?
Because
I'm
guilty of seeing this movie.
What?
I'm guilty of seeing this movie.
The hell you say, Traumadom?
Normally
Why?
I go in normally just not seeing any of it and just going in blind. But today I have seen this movie and I already know what I'm rating it.
Before you jump the gun and we get to the rating,
I'm getting close.
I'm curious about something because it just so happens that this is not our first Chucky watch party. This is actually our second. First was Living with Chucky documentary, but it won't be the last for the Mind's Eye Theater. You'll just have to stay tuned to know what I'm talking about. Having said that, I don't think I asked you when we saw the Living with Chucky doc. How many of the films have you seen? Because I will hasten to remind you, there have been 7.
Yeah, I'm looking down right here, buddy. I'm seeing a whole lot of Child's Place. At least 3, 4.
Yeah, he's referring to Amazon Prime. We got this pulled up on. How many of them have you seen?
I would say, excluding this, I would have seen at least 3.
Which
so
ones?
Technically 4. The first 3...
Makes sense. Really? Oh, the first... All right, the opening trilogy.
Maybe I missed 1.
You have to be specific.
Definitely the first one with Jennifer Tilly. Not the one where they have a kid.
So you've seen Bride of Chucky, you haven't seen Seed of Chucky.
No,
okay?
I have not. I refuse.
Keep going.
And
yeah, you're really, guys, you're not. I mean,
no.
Seed of Chucky is like the lone bad film. I can honestly say that. That's the lone bad film of the it's the bad apple out of the bushel.
Yeah, I mean, I've seen a fair amount of these movies, and I've not seen the show.
No, you're missing out because the show is really good.
I hear that.
Yeah, it is, and believe me, I was worried too, but I gotta be honest, they've done very well with the show. But anyway, as far as the movies, all right, so you've seen the one with Jennifer Tilly, okay?
All right, and this one. This one, by far, I like just as much, if not more, than the one with Jennifer Tilly. And I like Jennifer Tilly.
Yeah. One of these days I'll be getting around to it, but I will explain why. No matter what anyone feels about, okay, it might have leaned too much. It was a weird quirk at the end of the 90s, and I do want to make a listing of it, where certain horror franchises or films kind of leaned too far into the comedy. For instance, Bride of Chucky, valid complaint. You know what else? The Mummy. The Mummy 1999. Hey, you would be hard pressed.
1999, The Mummy.
Yeah, Brendan Fraser.
I love that movie.
You'd be hard. I was just talking to another friend from Texas the other day. You'd be hard pressed to find a bigger Mummy fan than I am of that specific film. Look, I like it, but I do got to admit, it maybe those Bride of Chucky and The Mummy leaned too much into the comedy. However, those are still very good additions to the horror genre. I would state that I don't want to spoil it, but soon I will go into why it is that I am a big fan of Bride of Chucky. Regardless, as far as film rating, we have the following options for your viewing displeasure. So, let's pull it up here. We have Bottom of the Barrel, Shallow Grave, or High Stakes. So, these are your options, Traumadom. What are you going with?
High Stakes.
What?
High Stakes.
High Stakes, okay. I would have to agree. To me,
I just keep saying.
what's interesting is about this particular film is that most films would beg to have a second, what's the word I'm looking for? A second lease at life. Chucky, interestingly enough, has had 4. I would say the first film, the 4th film, this film, and then the TV series. When this film came out, obviously this is the 10-year anniversary, so it would have come out in 2013. This came out, I believe, I want to say 7 years after Seed of Chucky. I could get into it, but look, there's a reason why. I have to believe that there's a reason why the series went on a hiatus post Seed of Chucky. There's a reason why that film doesn't get spoken about. There's a reason why, I have to believe that there's a reason why this film's Curse of Chucky went to it was on VOD. It went direct to DVD instead of getting a film release, and that is thanks to Seed of Chucky. So I would say that for me, this is definitely high stakes. This is one of those situations where if Bride of Chucky breathed new life into the series, this was definitely the second lease on death, so to speak, for this particular franchise. So for me, I'm absolutely going high stakes on this one. So I'm just going to open up the totem pole for all of you fine fiends. And Tramadom, can you kill time while I pull this up and speak about just generally what you think of the Chucky franchise? Brief mention, for instance, you mentioned Jennifer Tilly, so please indulge us. That's your turn.
Yeah. Hold on one second. I'm just pulling some stuff up here. Nah, I mean, she's had a pretty long career.
Yeah.
Dipping into TV series, dipping into movies, horror, comedy. I mean, she's pretty well versed for somebody that's just put in a role because of just over-exaggerated features, to which we all know.
We don't know Tramadom. Why don't you bring that? Why don't you elaborate? Whatever do you mean?
Oh man, there's just 2 things that pop out of nowhere.
Well played. Can't quite put your finger in it as much as you want to.
No, without getting maced.
Finger and face.
Yeah, no, without getting maced, my friend. Maced, pepper sprayed, terrible things. But I mean, quite honestly, wasn't she in Liar Liar?
Yes.
She was the defendant. She was just horrible, and you could really get into her. She just absorbed that character.
Oh, you mean as a character she was horrible?
Oh yeah, no,
I thought you meant her
terrible.
acting. I'm like, Jesus.
No.
Yeah, to me, Jennifer Tilly represents the road that all franchises should go down. Is that it's like, dude, how can I put it? It's essential to have, in order for your franchise to continue, it's important to have these characters that you introduce that are interesting for people to to come back to, because you have to give reasons for people to come back to your franchise. Otherwise, guess what? It's gonna fizzle out. Look what happened to. I know it's different, but look what happened to Pirates of the Caribbean. It was just lagging and dragging, and nobody cared about who it was that they were bringing back, and they tried introducing new characters, but it was well, whatever. So I have now opened the totem pole for all of you fine fiends to vote in, and I will be referencing the totem pole throughout the watch party. So I will humbly ask all of you to, if you're watching on YouTube, to take to the YouTube chat to vote. So it's an all-encompassing, the totem pole is all-encompassing. If you've seen it before, it serves as your film rating. If you haven't, it serves as your expectations for the film. So, with that having been said, excuse me, let's see.
Now, what was the budget for this movie?
That I don't know, but you could look it up. But just make sure to vote in the totem poll first.
I'm pretty sure.
So naturally, I invite you to stream the film along with us. Cue it up on. I'm watching it on Stars. I hope any of you watching have that available to you. I do have, even though it's not my fault, I am at the whim of streaming services, and it has been no shortage of frustration in the last 2 weeks finding these movies that I'm trying to stream for all of you, because obviously I want you to watch it along with us. Trying to circumvent a lot of these stupid paywalls and whatnot, it's been difficult, and I suffer along with you because, again, it's a watch party. I want you to tag along with me while I opine on these films, but oh man, the fact that all of these movies are celebrating anniversaries and they are available nowhere, it's a major pain in the ass. So anyway, we are watching this on Stars. The way that we stream a lot of these is through Prime. If you have that, I hope that you have Stars so you can watch along with us, but there aren't many options that I saw. So as far as those housekeeping items, I will be providing timestamps throughout the watch party to make sure that your viewing experience is synced up with ours, as well as for the convenience of anyone joining who's casually late to the party. So, this watch party is brought to you in partnership with Hotness TV. If you're in the market, I do ask that you use our sponsorship links. We have sponsorships with Jabra headsets as well as Samsung devices. Samsung comes in the form of TVs, tablets, cell phones, soundbars, 4K Blu-ray players, surround sound home theater speakers. Jabra headsets, in-ear earbuds, over-the-head headsets, and office audio equipment. Again, if you are in the market for any of these, and look, I'm trying to avoid back to school as much as you are, even though I don't have kids, but if you want to take advantage of any sales going on, and you are in the market for these devices, using the link in the description will just serve as a nice kickback for the channel. So, the Mind's Eye Theater is also a proud affiliate of the upcoming horror documentary, Mental Health and Horror. When that comes out, I absolutely plan on not just doing a review of it, but hell, I'll make it a watch party of that too. As you can see up top, if you're of a mood, the PayPal link is available. I'll consider it your pound of flesh. The software that we use to stream these watch parties is called Streamlabs. They were nice enough to give us our own merch store, which I would invite you to. The link is in the description. It's streamlabs.com/mindgamesinc/merch. So, we are coming to you live streaming on Facebook, Twitch, YouTube, and Rumble. And there is just one more thing. In addition to this being the 10-year anniversary of Chucky, of Curse of Chucky, Dramadom, you might have forgotten.
What did I forget?
This is the 1-year anniversary of the Mind's Eye Theater.
No kidding.
Yes, sir.
And we're ending on a good note.
The first time we ever watched one of these was Prey, and as much as both of us hated it, it was the first of our watch parties, and it got me more than half of my subscribers. So, in order to celebrate that, I wanted to open up to all of you fine people another entry or another bonus that you get for watching this. If you take to the YouTube chat, you not only have the option of, and I ask that you take advantage of, voting in our, voting in our totem poll, but also I have a giveaway for all of you. I am giving away hold on, let me edit this out, sorry. I am giving away a Amazon 4K Prime Fire Stick. Sorry, that's a mouthful. So, the way that you would vote in that, it's very simple. The dead giveaway is now open. It's going to be open for about 2 hours. The movie's about an hour and a half, so I'll cut that short. So, the way that you would vote in it, it's actually very simple. What is it that you have to do? All you have to do is, first off, subscribe to my channel. Second, you would just go into the YouTube chat and you would enter !raffle. It's as simple as that. That's all you got to do, and then you would automatically be entered. Therefore, let's see. 1 second. Just want to make sure everything is up and running smoothly for you fine people. And then we are going to be raring to go. Please complete. Oops. Sorry. Complete. Okay. And awesome. Now it's available for you. Okay. And then you'll see that. You should see that on the chat as well as on the stream, on the watch party screen. Again, all you have to do, use !raffle to enter, and by the end, I will declare a winner. Okay, so with all that out of the way, we now offer you this creature presentation. And yeah, we are ready to go. Traumadom. Throw the switch. That was Traumadom. Throwing the switch. Okay, here we go.
Unidorf, man, what a fox.
Yeah, she's not, I gotta be honest, she ain't bad. Oh, good. Lag. God. This literally worked a second ago, and now it's giving me grief. Hey, it wouldn't be the watch party unless there's some kind of hiccups, right?
No, it would not.
Well, thanks. Thanks for that vote of confidence. And now nothing is working.
Oh.
Okay, going back.
Smile.
Let's pull this up again. Literally before the watch party, I checked the internet and like things were lagging for whatever reason. I don't like. I genuinely wonder if the heat that we've been getting, temperature-wise, is like affecting internet connection, because it's the most bizarre thing to me. Things are just like slowing down for no reason whatsoever. Oh boy, and nothing again. I'm not even getting this spinning wheel of death. Okay, so let's head over here and update this. Yeah, I got to admit, I was worried when this movie first came out, because obviously I'm a Chucky fan. I have been since I was a kid. So I was concerned that, you know, I was like, geez, now they're going to VOD, and I wasn't, like, to me, I didn't know if, I didn't know if this was gonna have any connection whatsoever to the rest of the franchise. I was just like, I wondered if this was a reboot, because remember, I think it was, let me see. No, the reboot came out in 2019, right before the show came out. So I was wondering, like, are they just making just another one? Because obviously, Part 5 had ended off with Seed of Chucky, which, oh god, that was such a downturn for the franchise. So when this one came out, you know, in the commercials, there was no mention of Chucky's. There was no mention of Seed of Chucky or Bride of Chucky. So I was just like, is this kind of like a soft reboot? And in a lot of ways, it was. But how can I put it? It also was a continuation, obviously. So I was kind of left wondering. I'm like, all right, what are they going? What direction are they going in? Because again, they hadn't dealt with. They weren't, besides Chucky, there weren't any returning cast members or anything like that. So I was very, I was worried about the state of the franchise. I was wondering, all right, what is the story? You can't hinge on any previous characters. Where do we go? So I was genuinely worried about it, but once I saw it, I was genuinely impressed. Oh man, to me, it was such a relief because I was like, oh, thank God, it's not gonna suck, it's not gonna be stupid. What is it playing? Okay, finally. Sorry about that, guys. It's finally playing. So I was just deeply, deeply concerned because look, this was the 6th movie in the franchise, and you don't need me to remind you that there are times where, the more sequels they make, the decline in quality you get. Like, look at the Alien movies. Jesus Christ, the Alien movies. Ugh. But no, I was pleasantly surprised when this came out. Okay, I'm going to start. There we go. Thank God, the Universal logo. Ooh, I was worried there for a second, guys. I'm like, oh God, is this crap? Like, I've never had a problem with my internet connection for the watch party. Like, is this really gonna happen of all days on the 1-year anniversary? So, sorry about that, but we've started now. And again, I'll be giving reminders throughout the watch party of where we are, just so that your viewing experience is synced up with ours. Interesting bit of trivia. Guess how long it took to film this movie?
How long?
Yeah, I gotta guess.
Within the longer side or the shorter side?
Nope, you gotta guess. No hints. No hints. Trauma
No hints at all. All right. I would say 8 months.
30 days.
Really?
Yep.
From start to finish.
Yep. The single location helped. It's funny because I'm actually a fan of obviously when they're done right, but to be honest, oftentimes I am a fan of single location films because I feel like if you don't have the luxury of like multiple different kinds of settings. Jesus, it's like cracking the whip for the girl. And she's right in front of the door. Oh, what a bitch.
Push her down the stairs, she'll go faster. Like,
what a bitch. She's completely in the other room. Wow, she is pretty. So let me get the obvious out of the way. Fiona Dourif, the actress that plays Nika here, is the real-life daughter of Brad Dourif, who provides the voice of Chucky. So, where was I? Crap, I lost my train of thought. She has nice teeth.
she looks kind of like Rachel Boston.
Who?
Rachel Boston.
I don't know who that is. Completion anxiety. It's because you were in a wheelchair. Yeah, she can hear you, perv. Oh, she's blushing. It's the cutest thing when girls have dimples.
Yes. And she's got nice teeth.
Don't be silly. Oh,
what
ouch.
A cunt.
You probably shouldn't have thrown me down the stairs then. Just because I took your makeup. Crap, what was I saying before?
Huh?
I was saying something about, and then I got cut off by the intro. Single locations. It's so funny because, like, you know, it pushes you to make that single location interesting, and you're gonna rely heavily on characters. Like, you don't have a choice.
Yeah.
Having said that, Blumhouse, when they make... the man of the hour. When Blumhouse makes their single, like... I guess it's because of what I just said. When Blumhouse makes their single location horror films, they suck because their characters suck, because their stories suck, because their monsters are lame, because their plots are shallow. So, when they're done right, of course, I always feel like they knock it out of the park. Demon Doll! He's dark-sided. So like I said, this was the first film, oh god. Ew. Keep your tuna melt, you bitch! You made me single forever. This is the first film in the series to be direct-to-video release. It was also the first film in the series, as such, to be shot digitally and not on film. Which
now, I
makes sense.
forgot to ask, maybe they brought it up, how she gets into a wheelchair.
Oh, you'll see. You'll see.
It's been a minute since I've seen this movie.
Too bad. I'll never tell. Should I tell them, folks? Nah, I'm not going to spoil it for the rest of you. Well, that didn't take long. She's like, what the hell? Uh-oh. Nobody in here but us chickens. Jesus, lady! Take more meds than your daughter. Have you ever heard of box wine? So, the elevator in the house is similar to the one in the apartment complex in the original Child's Play. It's an homage of the first film. Has there been a murder? So, not only was this film filmed in record time, but Brad Dourif, the guy that plays Chucky, he recorded all of his lines in less than a day.
Really?
Yeah. Solid turnaround. Oh, good heavens. The Kool-Aid spilled again. Oh, they're gonna think that I did it.
She can do it. She in a wheelchair. Uh-oh.
Funny enough, even though she plays Nika's mom, Chantel Quiznos, I'm kidding. Cusanil is only 10 years older than Fiona Dourif. Which,
really?
Yeah, like, not for nothing, but she really does look like her mom, so it's, maybe she was hitting that box wine a little too hard.
That could be.
Just saying, moms. Or those prescriptions, Jesus Christ. So as you saw, I totally butchered that last name, Quesanel. Anyway, the film is written and directed by Don Mancini, who created the franchise and wrote the first 7 films. There's a face only a mother could love.
Yeah.
Good contribution. Yeah. I'm guessing she got bludgeoned to death or wasn't stabbed, but they didn't show how it is.
Fall.
Or it could have been that, yeah. Although I heard a scream, not a fall, so I don't know about that one. So, considering that Seed of Chucky would like kind of overdid it, like if Bride of Chucky introduced the comedy element, Seed of Chucky like overdid it with the humor, and in order to get the series back on track, so he had done Dale Mancini had done a comedy, so then he opted to make a gothic film for this one, which. When I first watched the movie, I didn't think of it that way, but I was like, yeah, I could see that after the fact. Did you not hear everyone come in? Not for nothing, but this lady, I think that's her sister. She just looks like a Karen. I don't know why.
Probably the shoulder padding.
That's what it is.
Very Hillary Clinton of her.
Ooh, but her hair's not short enough.
Where have I seen him?
He does look familiar.
He's definitely been in a soap opera, maybe a novella. I've seen him somewhere.
Something about that face.
Yes.
You don't have other family members? I don't like you. Forgiven. Are priests allowed to have that soul patch?
Yep.
Oh. Traumadon would know as a man of the cloth.
Yes.
Well, you didn't see that bust that crippled you.
Yeah.
Yeah, so, hold on. Rest of the family. Don Mancini described this film as his first real horror film as a director since Seed of Chucky was more of a comedy in his eyes, yeah. Is that a new chair? You have nothing else going on in your life than that debilitating, crippling condition.
Screwing the husband. Just throwing that out there.
Thank you. Not everyone is such a tramp the way that you are, Traumadom.
Yeah, well, one does.
You
one can.
clumsy goose. Oh.
We're the same height. No. Oh, it's a dog. She doesn't have a soul.
Oh my god. Oh.
It's like mine without wheels. Oh, never mind. There was supposed to be a dog.
It starts already. Ooh, I got to tinkle. That really is a gothic looking house.
Yeah. And a really hot man. No, yo!
What? What?
He's looking a little too long at that au pair.
Au pair. Ah! You fancy now, Traumadom?
Yes.
Really? A key? What? What are you, a secretary? Oh god, did they really have to make that sound?
It's not difficult to make.
It's what?
It's really not difficult to make.
Thank you. Yeah, that's what. Shut the hell up, man. Missing the point. So the makers of this movie had a practical joke
That is a shower.
at a bus stop to promote the film. A billboard of the movie's poster would light up, and an actor dressed as Chucky would suddenly burst through the billboard and scare whoever was nearby.
I like that.
Jesus. Imagine... Imagine the first person that gets a heart attack from that.
That'd be something I would do.
Is it trauma, Dom?
Absolutely.
Good. I'll make sure that you never host one of my live watch parties in person. Thank you for flushing, sweetheart. So this is Summer H. Howell, the actress that's playing the little girl. This is actually her debut film. It's always funny to me whenever kids make their debuts in horror films. It's like, Jesus Christ. Who goes there? Who watches me tinkle? It's a black cat. Wow. Look at the eyes. The Grim Reaper.
Jeez.
Wow. Yep. You just... Was that a knife or a nail file? I think it's a nail file. Well, he's gonna get the rest of the other half later. So, with the introduction of Chucky and the little girl.
Don't do it.
This is the first film since Child's Play 3 to show Chucky communicating with a child. Ouch. Wow. So when I said that he was a secretary, that was giving him too much credit. But I'm being selfish. Think of me. She's like, do you mind being our new nanny? Wow. That's not creepy at all. See what I mean? Such a Karen. Uh-oh. Words to live by. Words to regret. What could that mean?
Pupils dilating?
Yep.
He's liking it.
Shut up, stupid.
He's having fun.
So, Nika's older sister, Barb, Barb's full name is revealed to be Barbie, like, obviously the doll, when Nika is calling for her sister from the bottom of the stairs. Oh, aren't you adorable? Oh, God. You didn't have to go that ancient.
It's so unnecessary.
I know.
Beans?
Yeah, did they beans and tomato soup? And cheddar?
I don't know.
A pencil sharpener? Ooh. Time for Chucky to play chef. Where we at?
Good question. What was that? That's so fucked.
Potty mouth trauma dom. Stop telling me how to live my life. All right, we're gonna hit the 20-minute mark in 3, 2, 1 now. Guys, make sure to make sure to like the video, whichever platform you're watching. If you're watching this on YouTube, well, kudos for you twice. I ask that you vote in the totem poll what your film rating is, and in order to be entered into the raffle to earn yourself a fancy, a spanking new Amazon 4K Fire Stick, just enter !raffle into the chat. Which one gets the rat poison? This I thought was kind of interesting. Wow, they really did put beans in that tomato soup. This is part of, like, even though it's a Hitchcockian method of suspense, I thought that it was interesting, like, it kind of serves the gothic motif where you're left in suspense wondering who is it that gets it.
It was a little seance.
You say that about everything, Trauma Dom.
Yes.
I'm gonna hit the sauce when I get home. Shut up! No one cares what you think about anything.
There you go.
But there's cheese! Are you trying to kill me? What is it, Pansy? Wow, really? Yes, like a mama domino. What? What did she say? All the rage. Oh my god, we have like so much in common. Uh-oh. Yeah, now it'll get its hands on you. Delish. Admittedly, there is something unnerving about this scene. The close-ups and the sounds of the spoon. It doesn't have enough salt. There's glass in mine. It gives me the farts. Jesus. It's not that bad. I swear, I love characters. I say this all the time. I love characters that are bitchy that own it. It's one thing if your like lead character's a bitch and you're trying to get me to, like, I don't know, root for her as the protagonist, or if you introduce what I call the grumbler, who is it's such an unnecessary trope where you have an antagonistic character who's not the villain, but for whatever reason has to take the hero down a peg. I never understand why those characters are needed. Uh-oh. Looks like your number's up, Padre. Nice. Perspiration. Don't mind me. It's just my proximity to the child. But it's not chili, it's tomato. He's just got the runs and he doesn't want to admit it. Got a case of the poopies. Sorry, gotta go. Make sure to make donations tomorrow. Clever. He just peels out. Ha ha ha. Nice. Yep. Oh, Jesus. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. Amazing. Jesus. Somebody grab a sponge quickly. Oh, wow. Jesus Christ. Jaws of life? Yeah, I bet. And how many pieces? Was it something you ate? Wow. Talk to me, Padre. Oh my God, that's just mean. Oh my God. Terrible. Shame on you, movie. Slides. Me gusti. What a goodie. Oh my God. Psych.
Psych! That's the wrong number!
Yo, and who's that there? That looks a little bit too exaggerated to be realistically pregnant. Not for long. Neither was Nika. Oh. Oopsie. Who could that be? Hahaha. Hey there, people of the future. Nice close-up. In fact, take care of yourself and do all the menial tasks that I'm supposed to do. What did I say? Karen. Oh my god, she has no figure. Clickety clack, clickety clack. What a mystery this is. Sarah what? No! You have to suffer through this pain too. Jeez, why not just have a rotary phone? That looks like that said Sarah Pierce. Uh-oh. Damn, now I have to talk to these people. We've all been there. Aw. I doubt that Chucky's in there. Or maybe he could be. Yo, it's a Cupid doll. She packed dolls with her? Jesus Christ. Good heavens. Uh-oh. There he goes. So, that scene where Alice catches a glimpse of Chucky running is similar to the original Child's Play, where Maggie sees the same thing. See, like, there are subtle homages in this film that don't, like, overwhelm you, or, like, the only good things about the movie are the homages. See, this Evil Dead remake, those are examples of how to do it correctly, where it's like, you feel like they earn it, you know what I mean? Or Scream 4, to be honest. Because nowadays, with this whole requel, legacy-sequel crap, oh god, it's obnoxious. It's obnoxious, and it's been going on for 1 decade this year. But I'll be getting to that in a later video. I knew that was gonna happen.
Emotional damage.
Is there no other adult awake? Oh. Well played. Ah! What a twist! Bet you didn't see that coming. And neither did she. Oh yeah. My kind of movie. Oh yeah, by the way. Focus. Focus! I love how she's like constantly having to be the one to like cook the food and oh what the hell? Cook the food and clean up after people. Oh, she has lovely eyes. I realize that she's in a wheelchair, but she really does play a sympathetic character throughout the film. So Alice, the little girl, is the first girl that Chucky uses and lets know of his secret. As throughout the series, Chucky has only picked boys. For instance, Andy in the first film, and Tyler in the third. Well, your wife's a Karen, so I can understand that. No. Go to sleep, you brat! Well, if you're gonna have a gothic... I almost said castle. If you're gonna have a gothic film, gotta have a chandelier. That lullaby sounds like something out of Suspiria. See, living proof that you can't trust gingers. They have no souls, it's true. Haha. Good use of tension. I'm here with you. Friend to the end. I really gotta pee. That would kind of suck to be... Oh, Jesus. That would kind of suck to be in the elevator and the electricity goes out. Jesus. God, I hate this wench. And mind you, she wants to live alone. Kisses. Can we? Oh my god. Oh my god. I love the series on Sci-Fi has a bitchy character like that as well. Oop. What? What the hell was that second sound? A whoopee cushion? Take it easy, Chica. Nika. Are you sure? Wow. Yeah, just take him. Jesus, you're so needy. What? No. Oh my god. Jesus, and she has heart conditions? Good thing no one's watching the kid. Oh. Oh. I missed that. We just passed the 40-minute mark, so make sure to like the video, guys, no matter which platform you're watching on. Yep. And if you're on YouTube, you get the bonus of being entered into the dead giveaway for a Amazon 4K Fire Stick. And I would humbly ask if you could vote in the totem poll, mid for high high for high stakes, mid for shallow grave, and bottom of the burial for obviously bottom. Whether that's your film rating or film expectation. So this will serve as the first time that Chucky tries to possess a female. Because she's a gimp. Ouch. Wow. Even if it's in the curse of Chucky. But I make no apologies. Did Chucky tell you that? Oh my god. Look, you little wanker. I gotta be honest, I'm reminded that between this film and the Chucky series, they really do well with ensemble casts. Because there was definite family intrigue with the show. With the family dynamic in the show. Listen, little brat, if you don't shut the hell up already. So, at points during filming, Chucky's face had to be covered with tape because it legitimately scared the little girl, Alice. In fact, the actress, Summer Howell, was scared of the scarred Chucky doll, so the scenes of the two together were superimposed. Yeah, which is what he was counting on. Something about the whole dark and scary night. It really is so classic. You can never go wrong with it, unless you do it repetitively, like the Friday the 13th films. Don't go back. If this is the scene that I'm thinking of, it's actually pretty good. Let's see. What the hell are you looking for? Oh, flashlight. Oh boy. His sunken eyes look so creepy, and like the little curve at the bottom of his eyes. He looks kinda Down syndrome-y. Oh boy, yep, it is. And... wow. Great scene. So what you just saw, that is the longest time in the series before Brad Dourif as Chucky speaks his first lines. That was just past the 44-minute mark. See, like, I always think that level of restraint where you don't just, like, jump into what the threat is or the threat reveals himself, that level of restraint, I think, shows confidence in your film. You know, with your characters, with your plot. They kind of did the same thing with, what's his name? With Pinhead in Hellraiser Bloodline. Ah, well done. It was just the wind. Yeah, huh? So, as Nika and Jill are discussing where the doll came from, and Jill said that she doesn't care if Chucky came from the Manson family. So according to Don Mancini, Chucky's full name, Charles Lee Ray, came from three real-life serial killers. Charles Manson, Lee Harvey Oswald, and James Earl Ray. When I read that, I was like, wait, what? James Earl Jones? No, James Earl Ray. Oh yeah, now we're getting down to business. Oopsie. This was a good idea to, like the whole elevator scene. Or plot device, I suppose. Internet search. Well played. Oh, good heavens, I haven't gotten a single hit on my OnlyFans.
Oh, sorry.
Hey, welcome back, Trauma Tom.
Sorry, buddy.
That's okay. I know you had to work.
Never ends. But all to be here, ladies and gentlemen. All to be here.
Uh-oh. Here come the connections to the franchise. Oh yeah. This is Trauma Dom's type. You dirty boy. Jesus, everybody's on their laptop. Just communicate with each other like normal people. Hey.
Laptop. Like,
Hey.
mine.
What are you doing? Oh, yeah, just sitting here talking to you. LOL. Sour face. Oopsie doopsie. Trouble's afoot. Yep. Good use of music score. Oh my god. Really? Right next to your husband? Oh yeah. They feed him to get down and dirty. Really? At that point, does it really matter that you have to take off your ring? Nice. Stupid. Oh. The little girl's ginger, so that's why. Well then. Jesus, he looks so creepy. Uh-oh. Click it or not, it's so suspenseful. Yeah, definitely Down syndrome-y. To be honest, they had something like that in the show. Wow. In the show. Knobby knees. Wow. I don't think that's how it would appear, but whatever. Does she see? Oh. I don't think that's how it would work, but whatever. Oh. Wow. What a dick. So I forgot to mention the scene where Barbie, the mom, scolds her daughter for swearing. It's similar to the original film where Karen confronts Andy after thinking that he was saying something terrible about Maggie Peterson's death, her friend and Andy's babysitter. Excuse me. Oh. Ooh. Well, he might be beta, but at least he ain't stupid. Although, I guess that's debatable. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Ooh. Ditto? Really? People still say that? Sleeping. Oof. Oh. Uh-oh. Pleasant dreams. Ouch. Okay, that line could have been better. Geez, the color grade. It's like a grayish green. Yeah. Now the score is starting to sound like The Thing. Oh, what you do. Well, consider yourself lucky that they don't have that rocket chair from Gremlins. Interesting. Ouch. Uh-oh. She's about to drop the hammer. Ouch. Shut the hell up. How dare you? Oh my god. Well, that was well played. I forgot how... Okay, I don't remember where things go from here. Oh my god, I forgot about that. Ah, well done. So that's what I mean, like, this, it's always funny to me whenever, like, in horror movies, people dismiss, like, the importance of characters. Like, if you're doing a versus movie, Freddy versus Jason, no man, the characters don't matter. That's not why people go to see it. Yet, if you have good characters, like, for instance, Predator or Aliens, wow, look at that. You suddenly care about the characters. Funny how that works. And, like, that, the character work is what's really propelling this. There's asbestos everywhere, and I don't want to be liable for it. Oh god, do I really... Oh, I thought she was looking at a mirror. I was gonna say, god, do I really look like that? I don't know what that was about. Oh, man. Me and Tramadam did rock climbing today, so... I don't envy her having to lift her own weight, especially upstairs. One step at a time. Every last one of you. What? Did you wet yourself? Uh-oh. Here's another. Oh, God. It's a vibrator. Oh, okay. Nice. Well played. How did this get here? Uh-oh. Mommy's about to swallow the sword. Really? Why would he be seated? Whatever. Well, she must be exhausted. Oops, what do we have here? This I thought was a really good touch. Like, they start playing up the connections to the rest of the franchise with, you know, the search and all that, the Google search, and now we get here. This I thought was very well handled. See, it's little things like that, and much, you know, unlike a Scream 2018 or Halloween. Wait, unlike Scream 2022 or Halloween 2018, you see how when you like sprinkle or pepper your film gradually, one at a time, with references to the rest of the series, it plays so much better, and it's not in your face or you're not bombarded with it. So this is obviously the Chucky that was stitched together from from Bride of Chucky. Oh boy. That looks creepy. I'm like, holy God. Oof. And the rest. Oh, wow. Yeah. The face looks different, and I'm not talking about the scars. Like, he looks less... Oh, Jesus. He looks less Down syndrome-y. Wow. Oh, my God. So, the scene where Chucky... I'm sorry. Only 4 of the 8 of Chucky's staple scars are unearthed in the attic scene that existed from Bride of Chucky. There are 3 more on his head, and 1 on his right hand. And what do we see? Yep. Oopsie daisy. The better to see you with. Oh, what a night, am I right? Oop, hold on. Sorry, I was caught up. Oh my God. I was caught up with the scene. We already passed the 1 hour mark. So guys, no matter what platform you're on, make sure to hit the like button. It just helps this video get recommended to other people on Rumble, Twitch, Facebook, and YouTube. If you're watching on YouTube, make sure to vote in the totem poll what your film rating is. It's high for high stakes. It's mid for shallow grave, and bottom of the barrel for a low score. Also, if you're watching on YouTube, if you enter !raffle into the chat, you will be entered into the dead giveaway for a Amazon Prime 4K Fire Stick. Ah, good. So now, why didn't you think of that before, you silly goose? Good thing she has a spare, right? Does he step on the eyeball? I think he does. Yep. Oh my God. Oh, this is a prize for you. Yep. Oopsie. Jesus. Seriously, why He's gonna think that it's her. Oh yeah, she did. She did fall down the stairs. Wow. And as bad as all of this is, it's only gonna get worse later on. I won't spoil anything. We have exactly a half hour left. Like, again, as these movies go on, it is really hard to craft like the plot, especially when like a previous film doesn't really set up anything. It's just like another chapter. It's just another the film before this one. It didn't set up anything that you see here. So I really give credit to Don Mancini for creating a plot, you know, all of its own, and you know, interesting characters to follow that you sympathize with, because this can very easily go off the rails where it's like, it's just fodder. You don't really care about any of these people. Anyway, bitch. Yeah, so like it's a lot of good setup and payoff. It's a lot of good just plot progression, good characters that you're engaged with. Like this guy and the girl, the nanny are probably the weakest link, but there's enough here where you know, it is genuine intrigue. And even though the slashing has started, there's more to come, plot-wise. Oops. Afraid not. Oh, she's in the garage. You're not hearing any of this? Damn. Haha. How's he revving up the engine from the front passenger seat? Damn this house, nothing works, just like my legs. Oh, there's right in front of the car. That's a good spot for you. How did Chucky? Oh, he came into the other door. That's really kind of messed up. Oh, you crazy bitch! What a dick. Well, you have an axe, just hack up the doll. What? You just went crazy. Really good scene. Really good acting. Come on, Pulp Fiction style. We've all seen the movie. Not for nothing, but this is a pretty good, like, development where it's definitely suspenseful because, oh boy, does she really need that syringe, and he obviously thinks she did it. Oh, what could happen now? That's really messed up. That she's being fingered for the murder of two people, and her legs are obviously, oh my god, her legs are obviously incapacitated, and now her arms. It was a really like inspired choice to make your lead character oh, this is actually also pretty good. I forgot about this. This is another pretty good setup and payoff. I had forgotten about this. Oh boy, is he in for a rude awakening. He's gonna see everyone snorting his stash of cocaine that he thought was hidden. Now, why would the camera be so low? I don't think fast forward works like that on a digital cam, a body cam. Oh, I know where this is headed. That's another reference. So that scene, Chucky locks her in. This is similar to the Child's Play 3, where after his attempt to possess Tyler fails, Chucky says the S word, and Tyler tells him to stop swearing. Oopsie. Wow. Way to go. That just looked funny. Now, who could that have been? That's another challenge of, the further along you go with these movies, like, how do you keep it scary? Now, obviously, Seed of Chucky, just fumbled, but, the fact that they made this gothic, they took it much more seriously. It really does show, it shows that you can have a comeback, with the franchise. And oof, that what a dick. Now to you. Well played. Oh my god. That was great. He's like, you son of a bitch. Swing and a miss. Oh. Yeah, you should run over that skull and hack him to pieces immediately. She really does play a good, what's the word I'm looking for? Sympathetic character. Oof. That's gonna get infected unless I put the butterfly band-aid on. Gee. The head rolls over. I don't think that they've ever done this type of, Really? They've never done this type of setup with the film before. So kudos to them. And twist. Oh, God. Jesus. Oh, wow. Well, if she wasn't paralyzed to begin with. Oh my God. I had forgotten how badly this movie just like brutalizes this character mentally. Oh, and it's only gonna get worse. It's only gonna get worse, and I'm not even talking physically. Good camera work. Yep. And with that perspective, you can have some, a child or a midget play that descent down the stairs. Ooh. And here we go. So this is the first film in the series to have Charles Lee Ray in it since the original Child's Play. Now, usually when films do this, it's because they've really run out of material. You know, the whole retcon where things weren't something from the past wasn't quite right or whatever. Like Scream 3 tried to do that crap where like retcon or reinvent the rules, but there's no reason this inclusion doesn't interfere with anything. So it's completely fine that they have it in here. It doesn't mess with the chronology. According to Brad Dourif, he had to wear a wig and massive amounts of makeup to make him look like he did in the original movie, and lighting was also a huge factor. See, this is something like Halloween Kills is an example of doing this wrong, where they try to retcon past events because, frankly, those movies, the new trilogy, the new Halloween trilogy, they didn't have any kind of story. They wanted a trilogy, but they didn't know how to tell the story. Nika's father, Daniel, his death was only shown in a deleted scene. So in this flashback, everything is in black and white except the flowers that Charles brings for Sarah, which are shown in color, obviously. These are the same sort of flowers that Sarah is shown as painting at the start of the film. When Barb goes into the attic, she finds a large collection of the paintings, as you saw before. This really just goes to show how much of a psycho this guy was, even before. See, I also do think it's important, you know, you as these movies go along, you have your villains, you know, they be evil, they do brutal kills, they have a turn of phrase or whatever just to show how sadistic that they are. But it is kind of important to like reconnect with their origins, so that it's not just like, I don't know, Like I've always thought that Freddy, for instance, if you do Friday the 13th, 4th or 5th, for him to go back to discussing why he kind of does what he does, or like reconnecting with his motivation, you know what I mean? Just so that it's not so repetitive, him just killing, just how can I put it, doing the quippy, turn of phrase or whatever. So this here is a good scene where you peel back the voodoo, you peel back the doll, and you just show Charles Lee Ray. Oof. So the knife Charles Lee Ray uses during this flashback sequence is the same knife Chucky uses throughout the first Child's Play movie. And this is another interesting twist. So you introduce this is another interesting twist because you see Nika, you don't think anything of the fact that Nika is paralyzed, and then you show how she became that way. I tip my hat to this movie for that. It's like, it's little things like this that make this movie so good and pretty much underrated for that. Because again, you don't get this level of storytelling and plot progression or character development from any other series, especially what is this? 6 movies in. Oh, that's how she died. Mm-hmm. So the film, as you just heard, so what a dick, so to speak. So the film, as you just heard, makes reference to each of the previous movies, including Tiffany, Jennifer Tilly, the Military Academy, the Kincaids, and the Barkleys. You got that right. Ouch. Oh my god, he really has to go there. So a little while ago we passed the hour. Good script. Good dialogue. Good back and forth. Anyway, we passed the. I was paying attention to the monologue that Chucky was doing, but anyway, we passed the hour 20 mark. So, oopsie. We passed the hour 20 mark. So whichever platform you're on, whether Twitch, Facebook, YouTube, or Rumble, make sure to like the video. It just helps for this to get recommended to others. And if you're on YouTube, make sure to vote in the Dead giveaway in order to win an Amazon Fire Stick, 4K Fire Stick. And Jesus, lady, let go. And yeah, enter ! raffle to be entered into the Dead giveaway for the prize. And make sure to vote in the totem poll what your film rating is. He's like, yeah, let's do it. Uh-oh. Another, when Chucky said to Nika, "I'm gonna get you," it's similar to the way he said the line in the original movie when he threatened Detective Mike Norris by saying, "I'm gonna get you and I'm going to get Eddie no matter what." There, little fella. Back to hell where you came from. It's like Christmas. Now get the hell off of me. She has a good screaming face. Never cop around when you need one, right? Who invited you, really? I don't know. Maybe Seed of Chucky had to happen in order for Don Mancini to feel like another comeback was needed after Bride of Chucky, because to me, this, while my favorite of the films is part 2, especially because of the reluctant brother sister relationship between Andy and Kyle. Andy and Kyle, and especially the finale in the toy factory. I gotta admit, like, the plot again, the plot for this one, the characters, it really is solid work. And again, one would write off this film because it's direct to DVD, it's the 6th movie, like, come on, what story could they possibly have to tell? But, hats off to this movie, because it really does a great job with the material. And keep something in mind, like, while it references other films, it really does have to craft its own story. She's like, well, god dang. I believe this cop and exhibit. That cop returns in, let me see, in the sequel, Cult of Chucky, as an inmate, as a fellow, asylee. And this is another, like, demonstration of equal parts restraint as well as confidence in the film, that they have this inclusion that we're about to see. Oh, I won't. That was a good Easter egg as to who he was calling, and this amazing, absolutely amazing. Incredible. And Miss Tilly is still a fox. No one can deny that. Damn, dude. Priceless. Oh, we won't. Yeah, we won't be worrying about that. Other. Oh, God. Oh, hold on. Oh, Gee, one last loose thread. An old friend is back. Hahaha. Nice. Yeah, I can't imagine why this scared the crap out of her. Sleeping. Aw. Nice. And count to 7. And we come full circle. This marks the first time that a child does not realize that Chucky is evil. Not only that, now that we're at the end, with a runtime of 97 minutes, it is the longest film in the series. Was Grandma in the cellar? Was Chucky fibbing? Come on. Let's see it. No. Do not disturb. Oh, that was not necessary. So, now our watch has ended. So yeah, like I was saying, I mean, a lot of times I rewatch these films for a reason. I know that they're good. That's why I'm watching them. But like, how can I put it? It is often the case where you know a film is good, but rewatching it, you're just reminded of all the little intricacies, the bait and switch or the twist, and you're, instead of it being repetitive or it losing a lot of that luster, I often find that a lot of these films, they're just as good as I remember, if not better. For instance, Jurassic Park. And I make sure not to revisit the classics too often in order for them to lose that luster. But the thing that these watch parties allow me is to revisit these. And it for instance, with Curse of Chucky, it probably has been a decade. I know I watched it when it first came out, and I'm pretty sure that was the last time I did see it. I believe I saw Cult of Chucky on a plane. However, I gotta be honest, man, getting to rewatch these films, it just serves as such a stark reminder. It doesn't feel like, been there, done that, or it's almost never the case where the impact isn't as good as when I first saw it. Now, obviously, something like Jurassic Park, like, come on, you see that as a kid, and that's the first time you see that dinosaurs can live again. So I'm not saying something like that awe-inspiring first time. But, rewatching Jurassic Park, you're obviously reminded of the character development. And again, as much as people say, or like to say, well, nobody goes to see these movies because of the characters. And yet when you have lame characters or forgettable characters like you did in the recent Jurassic Park trilogy, take notes, Halloween 2018 kills and ends, they're forgettable. And like these new iterations or these new trilogies have nothing resembling staying power, or they are lacking in the ingredients that will allow these new entries, even though they might make hundreds of millions or even billions of dollars, like greatness is not in them. You know, they're here today, forgotten tomorrow. But things like Hocus Pocus, watching again Jurassic Park, watching The Conjuring, watching, let me see, Evil Dead, 2013, watching The Ruins, watching Scream 4, watching Phantoms, Deep Rising, watching Orphan. Man, it's just... And again, it's important for me not to watch these classics often because then they would lose that luster. But when I do get around to catching them again, I mean, reading the behind the scenes, the trivia notes, and just seeing how these play out in the characters they're in, it really is a great feeling. And I genuinely hope that everyone who watches these gets to either relive a lot of the greatness of these films. Maybe if they didn't like them the first time around and you're willing to give it a second chance, you're able to see a lot of points a lot of valid points that I bring up that maybe you didn't consider, man. Maybe you do give this a second look, and maybe the second time around you do get to see things maybe you didn't notice before. And obviously, welcome back, Trauma Dom, at the end. And obviously, for those who've never seen these films before, I hope that the films speak for themselves. And if anything in that regard is missing, I hope that what the commentary that I have to say makes you like these films. I mean, movies like Deep Rising and Phantoms, both of which celebrated a 25-year anniversary. That's what these watch parties are for, to bring light to a lot of these. Curse of Chucky, I would have to say, damn. Oof. This is a very close number 3. And what I mean by that is, to me, not the full ranking, but of all the films. Well, actually, you know what? There have been 7 films, so let me do the ranking. I would do Child's Play 2, Child's Play 1. Number 3 would be Curse of Chucky. Number 4 would be Bride of Chucky. Number 5 would be Cult of Chucky. And at a distant, and I mean distant, number 6 or 7, excuse me. Wait, I think I messed up the ranking. Sorry, let me do that again. So one would be Child's Play. Oh wait, I forgot about Child's Play 3. I'm sorry. So number 1 would be Child's Play 2. Number 2 would be the original Child's Play. Number 3 would be Curse of Chucky, which we just saw. Number 4 would be the number 4 movie in the franchise, Bride of Chucky. Number 5, I would have to give it to Cult of Chucky. Number 6 would be Child's Play 3. And these are all like the good to great films. And obviously in the last and a distant last place would be Seed of Chucky. I mean, it's the drizzling, you know what's. But yeah, like, and look, if I list a Bride or a Cult of Chucky, you know, like numerically low, that does not mean that they're bad films or, you know, undeserving. You know, they all are really great. If it wasn't, and honestly, I'm sorry to say this, but for the longest time, my favorite horror franchise was Predator. And look, I'll always love the Predator movies, but my God, I really wish we didn't get The Predator 2018 or Prey. Ugh, those just back-to-back duds. I was willing to make the caveat of not including the AVP movies, which are a tragedy unto themselves, but I can't not include Prey and The Predator 2018 into the franchise, just because it's like, look, they're part of the franchise whether I like them or not. But those films have taken down the Predator franchise a peg or two in my eyes. I would have to say Chucky, even despite Seed of Chucky, Chucky now would have to be my favorite franchise. So a couple last things a couple of trivia notes that I wanted to mention before I wrap up. At the 2013 New York Comic Con celebrating 20 years of Chucky, someone in the audience asked Alex Vincent if it was strange to be involved with the franchise again after so long. He smiled and said, "I always knew Chucky would be back for me eventually." Alex Vincent is, of course, the actor that happens to play Andy, who is the person that the cop was on the phone with at the end. So that was a nice little Easter egg, and it just goes to show that Andy was attempting to purchase Chucky from the evidence locker. So I thought that was a nice little, it like unravels like once you pull the string. Brad Dourif has said that this is his favorite Chucky movie. One of the early ideas during the 2000s was making a sixth movie and making it a musical, and had Chucky's son, Glenn, trying to marry a girl named Carrie, who was a serial killer and wanted to have 3 children with him. However, the negative backlash of Seed of Chucky was loud and clear, and fans wanted the next movie to have some dark and scarier tones, or the dark and scarier tones of the first 3 films, despite director Don Mancini enjoying the style of comedy he wrote before. Bruh. You're the only fan of the with all due respect to Don Mancini, you're the only fan of that one. Since 2007, Don Mancini had wanted to remake Child's Play, with Brad Dourif reprising his role as Chucky. On the DVD commentary of the original movie, he said that he wanted to explore and satirize today's toys and its marketing, like lead being exposed in toys. By 2011, Mancini had seen the negative criticism of recent remakes at the time, like A Nightmare on Elm Street, which led him to believe that a remake wouldn't satisfy fans, and knowing he would have to deal with the legal rights to MGM and Universal, who only own the rights to the sequels and character. So it was decided to make it a sequel that's also a soft remake of the franchise, and as far as I'm concerned, he made the right choice. Many scenes or ideas he wanted for the remake were reused here, like the elevator jump scare being intended for the elderly characters from the original, and a new Andy-like character saying bitch. Don Mancini wanted to redesign Chucky ever since he was attached to a remake of the original movie. He wanted Chucky to resemble more modern dolls than appear more human and uncanny, a la American Doll. Mancini managed to he managed this around with this idea, with Chucky's face looking more human-like without scars during the first half of the movie and marketing, which happened to upset many fans when they saw the design online. So much so, the follow-up, Cult of Chucky, went back to the more classic design of the first 3 films. So, this has been a very busy week for me. If you like this watch party, like the video and share with your friends. If you hated it, subscribe to the channel and share it with your enemies. So, what is on the scene as far as Mind's Eye Theater and the greater Mind's Eye? So, I do ask that you subscribe to my Clips channel, Mind's Eye Incisions, also on YouTube. So, these are just 2 to 5 minute videos of my long form content. Also, I ask that you subscribe to my Rumble. It's my main alternative to YouTube. And I ask that you help me along with my path to affiliate on Kick, where you can find me at Mind Games Inc. So, like I said, this has been a very busy week for me. This is actually the tail end of 6 nights brought to you by Inkarnate. Monday, I released the FPS documentary trailer. Tuesday, I did a Midnight Meat Train 15-year anniversary watch party. Wednesday, I did a Scream stream of the video game Metal Hellsinger. Thursday was my very first Mind's Eye Inquisition, where I tackled the recent news of the Nun 2 director claiming that the Nun is just as important as Pennywise. Yesterday, being Friday, I posted a video about how Jason ranks within summer camp slashers, and today I did the 10-year anniversary watch party of Curse of Chucky, which doubles as my 1-year anniversary of the watch party. So, it has been a year of the Mind's Eye Theater. I greatly thank all of you for tuning in each time we do these. The Mind Games, which is my live stream of survival horror games, that returns on Tuesday, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard, 6 a.m. Pacific Standard. And again, I'll be live streaming Metal Hellsinger, which I will be doing for the remainder of August. And August has 5 weeks in it. So this Tuesday will be only the second of 5 streams that I do of the game. So what is on the scene? What are coming attractions, for Mind's Eye Theater and the Greater Mind's Eye? So, let me think. I will be having a coroner's report for upcoming horror streaming, survival horror, and scary movie releases. So when next you join the Mind's Eye Theater, we actually have a double dose of... we're shifting gears from Chucky, this time to Friday the 13th. It just so happens that on August 13th, which is in about another week, another 8 days, there are 2 anniversaries on August the 13th. Now, we're not going to celebrate 2. Instead, we'll just do back-to-back nights. So, I invite you back to the watch party. Sunday, August 13th, we'll be watching the 30-year anniversary watch party of Jason Goes to Hell. The next night, Monday, we will be celebrating the 20-year anniversary of Freddy vs. Jason. So, mark your calendars and say your prayers. I've been Inkarnate, offering a word of caution. Fear the worst, so long you recognize who's best. If you're resigned to your fate, time to subscribe to your fears.